Hello folks, we have PlayStation Plus in one corner. We have Xbox Games with Gold in the other corner. Wait, this is the Xbox corner. This is the PlayStation Plus Gold Xbox PlayStation. Oh goodness. We're gonna be comparing the two services. I want to do this on a monthly basis, looking at who is the winner. In one corner Xbox, in the other corner PlayStation, and these guys are going head to head. Is Gold better than Plus for June 2021? Let's find out, I guess. Before we start as well, I just want to ask that everyone gives this video series a chance and my Xbox content a bit of a chance. Hopefully you enjoy me and my particular style of creating YouTube videos. If you do, I would really appreciate you going ahead and hitting the like button to try and help get some of these videos pushed out by the YouTube algorithm. It would be immensely appreciated. I know that Xbox isn't for everybody. I know that some of this content isn't going to be for everyone, especially if you're just a hardcore PlayStation guy. But I really am trying to look at expanding this channel to its next stage, and I need all of your help to try and get it there. So leave a comment down below, go and leave a like, even if this isn't your kind of video, to try and help get this channel and get me to that next level on YouTube. Okay, June. Pretty, I don't know, weak month, I think, for both services. On the Xbox side of things, I gave my Xbox Gold sort of a 3 out of 10 or a 4 out of 10. On PlayStation Plus's side, I gave it about a 5 out of 10. I want to compare the two offerings this month and get your opinions as well. So which one do you think is stronger? Let me know in the comments down below. We're going to go through everything from Xbox, everything from PlayStation, and just sort of judge it. I do think PlayStation is a stronger month though, honestly. Over on PlayStation Plus's side, we have 3 games. We have Star Wars Rogue Squadron on the PlayStation 4. This is your Star Wars fighter jet style pilot sim game. Since I think a very niche, appealing game, even for Star Wars fans. You know, this is a genre, flight sim style games is a genre that not everyone is into, and then it's also Star Wars, which is also a genre that not everyone is into, so it's a niche on a niche, in my personal opinion. That's probably why it didn't do too well. The game is pretty new. It only came out a few months ago, the very end of 2020, and it's already free on PlayStation Plus, which is normally a sign that the game didn't do particularly well, especially given it's an EA game. Normally they would push it a little bit further. The game does have full PSVR support, which is fantastic, so a lot of people will be able to enjoy their PlayStation VR game there, because there hasn't been a ton of PSVR stuff of late, so I'm sure that people will be able to enjoy that as well. But overall, I think probably a weaker title for PlayStation Plus as a mainstream title. The other game is Virtua Fighter 5, and interestingly, Xbox actually has 2 fighting games included here. This is a very traditional 2D fighting game. I'm not a massive fan of the Virtua franchise or fighting games in general. I do dabble sometimes, but I'm not a fighting guy. Another fighting game here. No Platinum Trophy on this one either, which is kind of unusual. So you've got that and Rogue Squadron as your 2 PlayStation 4 games for the month, and then you have Operation Tango, which is a PlayStation 5 exclusive co-op game just for PS5 owners. It's a bit of a first-person puzzle co-op game where one person's kind of in the control room, controlling or helping guide the other player. You're both spies. One's kind of your handler type. It's a spy sort of co-op first-person game that does rely on 2 players. So great for those of you who have a lot of friends on the PlayStation 5 or who know people with a PlayStation 5, which I think is going to be a bit of a stretch, honestly. Not a lot of people have PS5s at the moment, but great for those of you who do as well. So those are your 3 games for PlayStation Plus. Over on Games with Gold, your 4 games are The King's Bird, Shadows Awakening, Neo Geo, Battle Coliseum, and Injustice Gods Among Us. The King's Bird is more of a momentum platformer style game, a lot more like Super Meat Boy. So again, I would say pretty niche game, similar to Star Wars, but not, you know, niche in a different sense, and not a AAA game, whereas I think Star Wars is much more of that AAA sort of offering. I don't think Xbox has anything like that this month. They've got Shadows Awakening, which is an isometric Diablo-style game. Again, not a AAA game by any stretch of the imagination, so I think Sony is definitely winning on that side of things. And then for its 2 other offerings, we have Neo Geo Battle Coliseum, which is a 2D fighting game, and Injustice Gods Among Us, which is another fighting game. Injustice is a fantastic game, and honestly, pound for pound, I think Injustice Gods Among Us is the best offering or the best game out of everything I've mentioned in this video, including PlayStation and Xbox. I think it's a superb game. It has a really great storyline to it. It's just an interesting take on DC, and again, I'm not a fighting guy, but I loved the narrative in this game and the sequel as well. They're both fantastic, and they keep me playing it even though I don't particularly like fighting games. And if that's the praise coming from a guy who doesn't really like fighting games, you know that's a pretty bad month for PlayStation Plus. None of these games, PlayStation Plus and Xbox Games with Gold, none of these games really did anything for me. I'm a mascot platformer fan. I'm a platformer fan, but King's Bird doesn't really do it for me. Shadows Awakening, I don't really have much of interest in that. And then on the PlayStation side, Operation Tango does sound quite fun to play with friends, whereas, you know, Rogue Squadron and their fighting game Virtua Fighter probably don't do too much for me either. So I think overall PlayStation has a better offering just because it has Star Wars in there, which is kind of that sort of AAA property in comparison to Microsoft's kind of, I would say, indie offering, as well as sort of old 360 games. And those 360 games are fine, but they are old. So that's probably where I'm going to put it. I'm going to say PlayStation Plus is the winner for June 2021. But do you guys agree with me? What do you think? Let me know in the comment section down below which one you think has the strongest offering this month. Are there any games that really stand out to you? Like I said, Injustice, I think, is the game that stands out to me this month, but PlayStation is still the winner, I think, with the quality of their content here. Who knows what July is going to bring? Hopefully a better offering for both of these services. Given June is E3 and a lot of sales are happening at this time of year, the PlayStation Plus and Gold offerings have been a little bit weaker, and I think that makes sense. They want you to be buying stuff on the sales. July, there won't be a ton of games releasing in July, and there won't be any big sales. So hopefully it means that both of them lift their offerings up to that next level and we can see some really high quality games. I'd love to get everyone's predictions on what they think is the PlayStation Plus offering or the games with Gold offering for July as well. Let me know in the comments down below. I'm still thinking Call of Duty is going to be included in PlayStation Plus at some point. They've done a COD game for the past like 3 years in June or July, so maybe it's July we're getting a COD game. Fingers crossed, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Leave a like even if you didn't enjoy this video, just to help me out. I'd really appreciate it. Subscribe if you're new and you haven't seen one of my videos before. I make videos like this every other day, so hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date, and I'll see you in the next one. Patrons, thank you so very much for each and every one of your generosity this month. You'll be seeing your names coming up here on the right hand side if you're a Patreon or a channel member on the YouTube channel this month. If you want to support me, if you do decide you want to support me further and help keep this channel's lights on, link in the description down below to become a Patreon, or you can click on the join button down below next to the subscribe button to become a channel member. Thanks, you guys, you're all legends.